What's going on, y'all? So listen. Y'all, what's going on? We back, I had something to do yesterday, so that's why I didn't come. And it was just random. But anyway, so we back in for another episode review of Belle Collective. And truth be told, on the holiday was on Tuesday, okay? I don't know why y'all took a goddamn break anyway last week. We didn't need that week off. We needed to continue this shit right away because, girl, I was waiting for it. And I'm looking on my guide and they was like, girl, it ain't coming on today. I said, what? Now why? But anyway, we back for the Belle Collective Season 3, Episode 7, Let There Be Peace. Now let me tell you something, Letitia, baby, what we need to see your ass doing, we need to see you doing some actual work, okay? We need to see you studying yourself and doing some work and getting some projects together or whatever, because all of these goddamn peace treaties and these brunches and stuff that you be putting together, trying to get the girls to come together, baby, this is the third one. You do one each and every season, and each and every season, what happened? Not a damn thing, okay? So I'ma just need you to stop. And let these grown women figure their shit out. That's just what you need to do, and you need to figure it out whatever's going on with you and Glenn. Did you hear what she said when she was talking to Latrice when they went to that Chinese restaurant, when she was like, that Asian restaurant, because I don't know if it was Chinese or Korean or whichever one. Girl, she said, I don't eat sushi, okay? And then Latrice said, well, you be eating all up on, what's his name? Glenn kids and all that stuff. She said, well, his stuff is cooked. I said, excuse the fuck out of me. Now, ma'am, if that shit came out hard and it's cooked and all that stuff, something is wrong with Glenn's stuff, okay? And I'm just going to put that out there. Take his ass to the doctor. Anyway, so we get back into the episode, and it picks up literally where it left off last week with the whole conversation between Mauricio, Gucci, and Sanjay. So what I did not like about this whole situation, and it's a lot of contradiction and hypocriticalness going on, because again, you cannot tell exactly what's going to happen once people, because we have to understand also that this is filmed at that time, and now they're replaying it after it's been filmed like months and months ago, and now we're looking at it, what was filmed months ago, so now we're stirring up more issues or whatever that they thought was put to bed, or, showing that, oh, well, we really ain't got over this stuff, or some more issues had already popped up that we didn't know about, because soon as that episode went off last week, it made this whole freaking scene at the beginning of this episode and at the end of last week's episode irrelevant. Everything that freaking So Gucci was trying to say, trying to make it seem like, she okay with the girls, and I'm sorry, So Gucci, you follow me on Twitter, but baby, I'm gonna have to keep it real with you. You full of shit. I'm just put it out there like that. You are full of shit, because the way that y'all up here acting, you and JJ and everybody else that's probably on your side, you're acting like you ain't got no hands into this situation, and you acting like, you played absolutely no part in this, and everything was all good on your side or whatever, and Selena just came out of her neck with you for no reason. No, y'all both equally to blame for this. And for something to pop off the way that it popped off at Latrice situation, a little event, the way that it did, that meant that things was not on the same page, okay? Things was already wrecked, chopped already. You know what I'm saying? For y'all to just go ahead and, come to blows like that, things was already shaky at that moment, and to come on here and to portray like you ain't really do nothing and it was all Selena, and to say what you saying, talking about something, I was trying to walk out respectful and all this stuff. You talking to Sanjay, you talking to Selena's daughter. Selena's daughter is not about to hear that, especially when she was sitting right there. You came back over there when you should have just walked away. Selena shouldn't have called you or said nothing, but still, you had the opportunity to just walk away. You threw shady shots, she threw shady shots, and drinks was flown, you got cut, and shit happened. You are very much to blame for this situation as well, okay? And you just trying to act like you're the bigger person, and I hate when you try to seem like, no, you try to make it seem as though Latrice is such a child, because when you had that sit down with Letitia, and you talking about she's a child in a grown woman's body. I think that's what Marie said at one point, but then you said it too on here, talk about she basically playing dress up or she a little girl, you know what I'm saying, and you got to keep it classy and you got to keep it this. But Chad, you're not keeping it classy. You're not being the mature one. You're not acting like your age. You're older than her, and you're acting a plumb fool on social media, going back and forth with her daughter, with Selena's daughter. Like, come the fuck on, so Gucci. You know better than the person that you trying to claim you better than. You doing exactly what you claim that this lady is doing. All right, and I'm just sitting here like, this is ridiculous, because y'all saw what she said when Marie was like, how your sister is? She had the baby. And Sanjay was like, yes, he this and he's so cute and all of that. And then here goes Gucci. Well, I haven't met him yet. The way Sanjay's face looked like, bitch, and you won't. The smile and the excitement came off of her face. And it just went into like okay, and wasn't nobody talking to you, and you really think that you're about to meet him, and you already know why you're not about to meet him, and you already know why you haven't met him. You know what I'm saying? It's all put on for the camera at this point, and social media is telling it all. And see, on the one hand, social media is good to promote these shows, because now you see that people are actually watching and engaging. But then it's also bad for the people that's on there, because that's when all y'all shit get laid bare, bitch. Okay, this is why I actually will never do a reality TV show or anything, because let me tell you something. Y'all will not get on goddamn social media and let me blog on and look at the hashtag and see my name and say, this fat bitch got her goddamn nerves, bitch. I will fuck. Who you talking to? Who you talking to, bitch? Putting all my shit out there, girl. I just wouldn't be able to handle it. I already know that. You make me, because they'll be like, don't respond. And then you would try not to respond. And then I just be like, fuck all of you bitches, okay? And then y'all want to go deep into stuff. See, y'all that get on these reality TV, y'all must really just want the attention, and y'all really, really want that fame or whatever, because a person like me just don't want all that intrusion in my life. Listen, if I stay on YouTube for some more years, that'll work fine for me, okay? I just don't need all that intrusion, because this cute enough. Y'all watch me, we interact on here, but no, I don't need all of that, girl. And I'm just sitting here like, it was really, really, it was sad. It was really, really sad, because again, like I said, Letitia and, so Gucci met up. First of all, shout out to Letitia. Letitia, thank you for bringing more awareness to PCOS. And that's how we say it. And with some of us in the PCOS community, that's how we say it. It's PCOS, okay? We just call it PCOS, put it all together. And basically, it is a hormone imbalance. You know what I'm saying? My sister has a case of it. I have a very mild case of it. Like, if you ever go on social media, and if you ever been on TikTok, you probably see, especially on TikTok, and see, this is why I won't get rid of things like TikTok or Instagram, because, regardless of the dance trends and all that stuff that be going on in the music or whatever, you literally can find a niche or something that's really just meant for you. And I never knew it was so many women who were dealing with PCOS the way that they are, and just putting it out there. Like, you see women who have like full-on beards, and they have to go through the process of either waxing or shaving their beards, or just letting it go, because of the hormonal imbalance that PCOS brings. You know what I'm saying? When you see certain people that's trying to lose weight, and they can't, sometimes that is an issue, because that is an effect depending on who you are, or depending on which type of severity you have. PCOS can, cause you to not lose the weight. It's just stubborn, okay, because of the hormonal imbalance. That's what was going on with my sister. It took her a minute to try to lose weight or whatever, but she had to find something that worked for her. She has to, hair a little bit, and it put spots on her a little bit. And so, and I had to praise my sister, because she confident in her shit. Because, baby, she'll walk out the house and be like, fuck all this. And she be doing it. Like, she'll fix herself up, and she be like, girl, fuck all that. I don't care. This is who I am, and it is what it is. I get a little bit of, I got to shave a little bit right here. It ain't thick, thank God. But sometimes I do have to take a little razor, whatever, do what you gotta do. And of course, the weight situation. But hey, the weight is coming off. Y'all see my chin? Or a little bit of it. But anyway, so shout out to Letitia for that, because she said, girl, it's been causing her to bloat. The bitch been acting up, and that's the thing. That shit will act up out of nowhere, girl. You would think you had that thing on blocked, and next thing you know, it'll just start acting up. Mama said, listen, I'm going to go talk to So Gucci and get something done with this. I said, now, ma'am, So Gucci is a fitness, is she a nutritionist? Is she, girl, go to your doctor. At this point in time, I mean, I understand that you're going to your friend because she's supposed to be specializing in fitness and all that shit or whatever, but I want you to go to your doctor. Okay, go to your nutritionist, go to your lady doctor, go to all of that, because you got to get that together, and we need a professional that's in that field. But I will say, Letitia, stop fucking playing and drink that green juice, okay? I don't care what type of illness you got, what type of disease you got, what type of whatever. Drink that green juice to fucking detox and let you shit it all out, okay? I'm just saying. And let me tell you, I don't know where you getting your green juice from, but the green juices that I be drinking, baby, they be good. Because I was a little skeptical too. I said, now who is drinking this throw up? I tasted it and I said, all right, I am. Put a little bit of flaxseed up in that bitch too. Get your little fiber going and everything. I said, Letitia, we got to do what we got to do to get ourselves together. Okay, ma'am? That's what we're going to have to do. Meanwhile, you up here talking about, So Gucci, you want to make it seem like Latrice is really out here to get you. When Latrice ain't got no problem with you, you the one that got the problem with her. I just don't understand. And it's just not me trying to say, it's just me looking at stuff for what it is. I just see a person that is on here that really didn't have a storyline last season because we were trying to get to know her. And now you come back for a second season and now you're trying to pop out so that you can come back for another season and people can remember you or whatever. And that is a rookie mistake that people make when they come back off their first season and they get the reception of how people have been towards them. Okay, so now they feel as though they need to go extra hard when they come back to try to make somewhat of an impact to stay on the show, not realizing that depending on how hard you go and what you do for that storyline, it's gonna turn some people off, or it may bring people to you. And in this case, it's turning me the fuck off because I see all of this is totally unnecessary. All of this is stemming from the fact that she went to somebody else to get a place instead of you when she wasn't obligated to give you her business. Yes, she could have, out of the decency for the fact that y'all was friends or getting to know each other, she could have hit you up again. I say this time and time again. She could have hit you up and said, listen, girl, I'm going to go somewhere else. It's no shade. It is what it is. But, it's just a business thing. And then it would have been up to you to accept it or not. I mean, you would have had to accept it because you can't force her to stay with you. But for you to keep on holding on to this and holding on to this, making it seem like this girl is out to get you, making it seem like this girl is trying to set you up to get you fought against and all this stuff. Like, are you serious? What? It don't make sense. And for Letitia to sit there and to say, girl, you knew Selena too. So obviously everybody somewhat knows some of the issues that they got going on, but didn't know how deep. Because why do I need to know all your personal stuff? Why do I need to know how deep this shit goes? I'm not supposed to know y'all got drama like that, so I'm going to invite y'all because y'all was able to come together at the baby shower. How come I wouldn't think that y'all could come together and not act a fool at my goddamn event? Okay? Like, come on. Quit trying to put the responsibility on Latrice because, yes, it was Latrice's event. Latrice can invite whoever the hell it is that she can invite. But at the end of the day, just like you can invite whoever you want to invite, baby, we can call you out, Letitia, too, and say, you be putting on these brunches and you be inviting Marie. And you know how messy that bitch is because Marie be turning up your brunches each and every time. And look at what the fuck happened. Okay? At the end of this episode, who turned that bitch up? Marie. She fucked it up right at the beginning. Okay? Before we can even get into the So Gucci and Latrice of it all. But anyway, you need to put the responsibility on the people that had the situation going on. Latrice didn't do anything. Latrice was minding her business, okay? So Gucci and Selena got into it. And you need to be calling So Gucci and Selena out on their bullshit, okay? Because these are grown women. And y'all should be able to come together and put y'all differences to the side and be cordial for the moment, or not even interact with anybody. And truth be told, so Gucci, I'm going to put it on you for right now because you made me mad. I'm going to put it on you because you saw Selena right there. You saw Tamra right there. You knew that you wasn't fucking with Selena, and you came over there. You could have waited till Tamra separated from Selena. I felt like you was trying to be messy. You know, Selena ain't had to call your ass back, but at the same time, you could have waited. And that's exactly what Sanjay was saying. You know, it's years of disrespect that just boiled over. You know what I'm saying? But you try to make it seem like Latrice up here, and from what I heard, she going around and telling people, I bet you this humbled her. I bet you this humbled her. I don't even see that happening, and it don't even make sense. In the way that you was saying it, you don't even believe that shit, okay? And I was just like, girl, get over it, get over it. And at one point, I was like, Letitia, the way that you're sounding, you are already on So Gucci's side with this whole situation instead of trying to be neutral, okay? You are already 100% putting the blame on Selena, all right? And I think all of y'all had some type of relationship with Selena, and for you to just go ahead and to put it all on Selena, it's just like, girl, what? You already know the issues that's going on, so therefore you should put the blame equally on both Selena and So Gucci. And so you was like, well, I'm not going to take everything that you said. I'm going to have to go get Latrice's side. So you go get Latrice's side by going to meet up with her at the little restaurant, and you like, don't you feel bad or whatever? She was like, no, I don't feel bad because this ain't my problem. And I would have said, you know what? And some people probably would have said, that means that Latrice really did set it up and all that shit or whatever. But no, I took that as something that I would have said too. Because at the end of the day, if I have an event, I am not having it in my mind. This is just me. I don't know how she works or anybody else works. But if I'm having an event, and if I invite people, and if y'all can't get along, that's not my motherfucking problem. And especially if I'm friends with everybody, I would think that you would have enough respect for me not to get into it at my event. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would think because we're grown, you know? And so that's why I would think everybody can be in a room together. If you don't like each other, stay on separate sides. That's just it. And we should be grown enough to coordinate and to do things like that, right? Right. And I shouldn't have to separate and do all of this stuff or whatever. It shouldn't have to put the blame on me if something do pop off because I'm not the one that said, okay, get in your respective corners and fight. I didn't say that. Y'all took it upon yourselves. So I was 100% with Latrice when she said, no, this is not my fault, and I don't take responsibility for that part of it. I wasn't bringing them together to fucking fight. I wasn't even bringing them together to even talk to each other. She said Selena comes to her events all the time, which I really would have wished that they would have just went on ahead and put Selena in the first couple of seasons. So we would have been established this, because for that reason alone, looking at it from a viewer's point of view, because this is the first season that we've seen Selena on the show, it kind of did. I could understand how it would look like it was a setup. Because again, Selena just popped up out of nowhere. And I would say, everybody was friends with Selena. I mean, granted, we got JJ. We didn't know that they was all close like that. But hey, you say what you say. You do what you do. And she said she tried to, she told Selena about herself. She tried to reach out to So Gucci just to see if she was okay. So Gucci didn't want to return her text message, but she screenshotted the text message trying to send it to somebody else, but wound up sending it to Latrice. And Latrice said, you know what? I'm not going to respond back because obviously y'all over there talking some shit or whatever, and I'm going to let you do what you got to do. Because at the end of the day, I did my part, and I can't... What you want me to say? I tried to reach out, and you didn't want to respond back, and now you want to think that everybody out here, I'm out here talking about you, and I'm setting stuff up, and I'm just sitting here like, girl, ain't nobody, So Gucci, don't nobody, are you selling houses? That's just all we want to know. Like, girl, we just want to see you do your work. The Belle Collective is supposed to be about women, black women doing their thing or whatever. And the only person that we actually really be seeing this season, at least, okay, we saw Latrice trying to move into her building. We see Akeisha still talking about the Ferry Street project. And we just saw Tamra up in her little studio doing her little radio gig. What is everybody else doing? Okay, I just want them to leave that shit alone, all right? Just leave it the fuck alone. Quit dragging this shit out. Y'all just, after tomorrow, next week, when So Gucci and Latrice get into it, I don't want to hear nothing else, okay? I don't want to hear nothing else about it. I need to move the fuck on. Moving on from that, Tamra talking on the radio. Listen, Tamra's radio voice is different from the confessional voice, is different from her regular voice. Like, this bitch got 3 different voices. Did y'all notice that? I was sitting here like, what? I said, let me rewind, okay? And is it different? Girl, yeah, it's different. Let me make sure my package ain't here yet, because I got to go downstairs and sign for it. Let them bring it up. That's the one I already got. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just making sure. I just brought a bed. Girl, because listen, I already got one, but I got one for the second room. I just brought one for the second room. And I got to put it together. So I'm waiting for them to bring it. Because when my sister was over here, she got this, it's this little mattress or whatever that she got to, fold and all that shit. She brought that over. I said, listen, we a little bit too old, too big to be sitting on the goddamn floor trying to get up and all that stuff. Listen, let me just go on here and get this bed. Because at first I was thinking about getting a futon. I said, a futon bed. I said, no, our knees is a little bit messed up. We too old for that. So I just went on ahead and brought a full-size bed. So I'm going to be Bob Ashley, the fucking stud builder again today. That's neither here nor there. That's what's going on. But anyway, so if y'all see me looking down, that's why I'm just making sure I don't miss the notification to come downstairs and get the shit. But anyway, Tamra and her 3 voices. You know what? Honestly, I'm going to be real with y'all. Tamra's storyline may be fake with the demand situation, but it's not really bothering me. And I don't know what. Something about Tamra, I just really don't pay her no mind enough for it to bother me. I randomly say, well, Tamra, we don't trust you because, you probably lying about this demand situation and whatever. But at the end of the day, do we really care? No. Is she fucking somebody else, man? Is she out here defrauding people? Is she out here setting people up or whatever? Is she doing anything really salacious like that is affecting anybody else's lives? No, she is not. So if she want to lie about a man, let her lie about a man. And that's if she's lying about a man. But at the end of the day, I'm going to need... she up here talking about her and Damon is not clicking, clacking, or whatever like they used to, and she was talking to Quasi. She said her and Quasi used to work on the radio back in the day, and so, that's like her little manager friend or whatever, so they like besties, that's like her big brother and all that stuff. I believe it. But, my whole thing is this. She said she felt some type of way when the week before, whatever, when they had their last scene together. Damon said, so you just be at work sitting up in a chair all day. Doing what? I said, wait a minute. I said, damn, bitch, I missed that part. And I said, you know what? She felt so offended. And honestly, I used to feel that way. That's what I used to think about with my people with modeling jobs. I'm like, y'all got the easiest job because all y'all got to do is put some clothes on and just pose, and walk down the runway. But when you look at the logistics and all the shit that really goes on behind the scenes, you be like, damn, bitch. I take that back. And I used to think the same thing that Damon said about the radio shit. Y'all come to work for 4 hours and then y'all leave. It's a lot of prep and stuff that goes on behind the scene and after the scene. We just hit him for them few hours, but it's still other stuff that goes on. I be like, you know what? Don't shade people professions, okay? If you don't know the real ins and outs, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. He was being a little rude to her about that. And I was like, Tamra, we already know that y'all not finna click-clack, and we already know. I don't even think y'all fucking, to be quite honest. That's none of my business. I really don't care. Y'all just don't give me off those type of vibes. Damon look like the type that he like a... I was about to say he like a bitch, but that's the wrong word. That he like a freak. And I don't know. Tamra look like she could possibly, but I just don't see it. Tamra just gives me prissy pillow princess. Like if she was a gay lady or whatever, she'll literally just lay there and tell you to eat her pussy and that's it. Okay, let you do all the work while she just lay there and reap all the benefits. You know what I'm saying? She just gives me that type of tease. But then again, when she get a little bit bugged, that's when I see the little thing like maybe you can do a little something. I don't know, but I just don't see it for her and Demond, and maybe she don't see it for them too either. Okay, because she's like, listen, I'm not in a rush to get engaged. Now put that on pause. Girl, we know y'all not finna get engaged. 9 out of 10, by the time the reunion comes, y'all probably ain't even gonna be together. But that's neither here nor there. We're gonna put that on pause and we're gonna go to Miss Marie. Marie, bitch, I don't know what's going on with you, but I'm gonna need you to get it together. Because I'm about to spend the rest of this video reading your ass for a second, okay? Now listen, you almost had me. You almost had me when we had your one scene that we actually cared for, when you were sitting down there going to therapy. And I don't like the fact that, listen, in this episode, we got women's issues of PCOS that affects a lot of black women. Some black women, mostly. That's what I be seeing it with, right? And you're also talking about going to therapy. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Now, when Marie got up in there and she was talking to that therapist because this is her first visit, they trying to get to know each other, trying to get the basis of what's going on, get her backstory. She was like, tell me something about yourself and why you're here. Okay, this is Marie. So my name is Marie Hamilton, and, you know, I go by Marie Monroe. I own this business and I own that business, and you know, I'm divorced and I have kids. And it's like I grew up in a household where I had a loving mother, a loving father, and it was just filled with so much love. And I just know one time my father had to wake up and he has to do my hair because my mom wasn't there. And I used to wonder, where is mom? Where is mom? And then it became more frequent that she wouldn't be there when I woke up or when I came home from school. My dad used to make up a lot of excuses and say, you know, she had to work a little bit late, or, you know, she was going to her mom's house and she was just going to stay over there. And then it came a time where he just couldn't say those lies anymore. He just had to tell us the truth. And the truth is, my mom was on drugs. She had got addicted to marijuana. And then that smoking marijuana turned into her smoking marijuana laced with cocaine. That's that hydro. And then after that, it just led to other things. Next thing you know, you're seeing her appearance changed and seeing her with drug dealers and getting thrown into the trunk. And it was just like, wow, my mom is having drug dealers come to the house. She's getting bruised, broken arms, and you know, I just wish I had that mother figure back. And, you know, it's just a little girl. I said, girl, what in the vagina monologue is going on? She was giving us a whole play. She went into it. I said, bitch, get you on a goddamn play. A play is calling your name, because I was sitting here like, is this really your story, or is this somebody else's story from a book that you memorized? It's not said that I know it's her story, because she's already told us, and we saw her that dramatic scene, which hurt my heart when she was trying to find her mama last season. But I was just like, wow, she got dead into character. I said, girl, it felt like Marie was auditioning for something. She said, listen, if this show don't work, this is my audition tape to go ahead and get a movie role or a TV role or whatever. I said, and sing. All right. I was just so distracted by the way that she was talking. I said, girl, she went up into a trance. But when you listen to the story, it's really sad. And it's something that a lot of people have gone through, unfortunately, especially if you're from people who have family members from the 80s that was around doing like the crack epidemic, and you know, when all of that stuff really started flourishing and whatever, and you seeing a whole bunch of kids that are left fatherless, motherless, or whatever, or both, because of the drug situation and how that went about. I needed her to just focus on that. Okay, because next thing you know, she turned that focus off of her situation to want to talk about how, you know, she feels as though Tamra is a liar. She's talking to Latrice now. Tamra is a liar. We get it. That's what y'all feel, okay? And which goes to show that y'all never was really friends. And I say this all the time. And I don't care if y'all say that y'all friends or whatever and y'all was friends before the show. Y'all wasn't really friends. Y'all was associates. And y'all keep proving my point each and every time because I'm not finna wait until we get on goddamn camera to be acting a fool and to call my so-called friend out, put her business on Front Street, try to make her look stupid over a mistake or a misunderstanding or whatever, dig into her past and all this shit. Marie, you ain't got shit fucking going on with yourself, okay? You ain't got shit going on with your goddamn self for you to be doing the shit that you doing right about now. You literally are focusing your attention on goddamn Tamra for what? For what? She barely did nothing to you. She probably lied about something and it wasn't the end of the world and you can't let that shit go. You can't let that shit go because it really didn't affect you. All right, like move the fuck on. I don't understand making mountains out of fucking small ass, micro-sized ass molehills, okay? And you are taking whatever happened in season 2, which I can't even remember what she did to you, if she really did something to you. I can't remember that from you digging into her past, listening to what other people are saying about her being engaged before, about this man wanting to speak out about her, saying that, you know, she called him and wanted him to be on the show with her, and when he said no, she went on ahead and got with Damon, and that's where she get the storyline from. I said, you know what? Why are you digging so hard? I could see if Tamra literally was out here just trying to destroy. The sun is coming out, y'all. Oh, Jesus, thank you, Lord. Trying to destroy your relationships, trying to destroy your business. When all of the mess that has been going on this show, I have never really seen Tamra be going back and forth with people because, first of all, I don't follow these people like that, but they tweets and stuff pop up on my For You side of my Twitter. So I see some of the stuff, and I've never seen Tamra's tweets on my timeline until last night, okay? Tamra literally had to tweet about this situation because of what freaking Marie did, okay? Marie literally went and said, gonna tell her at the little break room because Letitia wanna have them to come together and everybody talk about their shit. Now, if we go into a break room, which is like a rage room or whatever, I don't give a fuck if y'all got champagne sitting right there and we got some little toilet tissue. Girl, finger sandwiches and all that shit, and we want to classy up the place, and we sitting down there at a table. Girl, I don't give a damn about that. I hear the word break room, I hear the word rage rooms. That means we finna go fuck some shit up, okay? So why is we dressed like we're about to go out to the club afterwards, or we finna go to a meeting next after this, okay? Letitia came in a little bit too fancy. It was simple fancy, but it was still a little bit too fancy for me to sweat from busting some shit up, okay? I was like, put the sweatpants on. The only people that came in dressed like they was finna go to a rage room and break some shit was Akeisha. Akeisha said, now listen, bitch, I don't know what the fuck Letitia got us going into. You know, the last event that all of us was together, my friend was on the floor getting her ass whooped or whatever. So I'm finna come prepared for whatever. I said, Akeisha, I feel you, bitch. A rage room. Akeisha came there with a sweatsuit, a sweatshirt on, hoodie. And she came there with some sweatpants on. Baby, she came there with some boots, some Louis Vuitton boots that had a thick ass heel. So if somebody fell on the floor and bit her leg, all she got to do was stomp on that bitch right here. I said, you know what, Akeisha, you came right. So Gucci even came with her Gucci sweater on and some regular pants on, baby. It was loose fitting. It was like, if I got to get into it, bitch, I got to get to it. It's a fucking rage room. Everybody else came like they finna go somewhere else. Like they finna go out to dinner afterwards. Like to a fancy restaurant. I said, what is happening? What did y'all not get the memo where y'all was coming? And then Letitia trying to do this kumbaya. Let's get together. Let's talk this thing out. And then gonna say something. We let an intruder come in and try to break up the collector. You're talking about Selena, okay? Selena was not an intruder, all right? She didn't break up anything. Selena and so Gucci been had issues with each other, so I did not appreciate you saying that stupid shit. But anyway, So I thought it was cool, the intentions, Letitia. I'll give you that because she didn't have them talk about their problems with each other in front of the whole group. She had them separate, okay? So we got Akeisha and Letitia. We're going to go talk. Akeisha said, can we go ahead and do this now? Because I got to go pick up my kids. Akeisha said, let's get this shit on the road because I don't want to be here when nothing else pop off, okay? Just talk, all right? And I'm sitting here like, what are you when Akeisha got issues for, all right? Akeisha is doing what you can't do right now, Letitia, because Letitia, we ain't seen you do shit work-wise yet this season, okay? Only one that's doing something is Akeisha, And so I was like, all right, they finna sit down and have a little conversation. Then she wanted so Gucci and Latrice to sit down and have a conversation, So they sitting at the same table just looking at each other. I said, bitch, who, any, meeny, miny, mo? Rock, paper, scissors, who gonna talk first, okay? But baby, Marie and Tamra sat the fuck down. Tamra was so confused and caught off guard because she literally was like, I didn't even know we had issues. Letitia, you're not her friend either because you should have told that girl what was going to be happening. Y'all, you just threw her in there with the wolves. You just threw her in there with that big burly ass wolf, okay? I just didn't even like that, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, Marie, you are dead ass wrong, and you literally could have put this woman's life in danger. You could have put this woman's life in danger, and if something happened where this man comes after her again, that's going to be on your fault. That's going to be on your shoulders, okay? Because Tamra literally tweeted out, let me find it. It made me mad. It made me mad. Where is the tweet? Tamra said, because the man that she was engaged to reached out allegedly, which really wasn't happening. And this is how you know you messy, because when Marie was relaying the information to Letitia, she was like, so a friend of mine's, her friend told me that the dude was with Tamra, and that she was lying about the relationship and she was doing this and all this stuff, and he got in contact with me and he wanted to meet up with me so he could talk and all this stuff. And then Letitia talking about she gonna go with her, because that's what we found out when Marie wound up sitting down there and telling Tamra what was up. And Tamra was like, excuse me, so you sitting here talking about she's a liar, you don't trust her because she's a liar and she's lying about this. You're telling me you don't trust a person just because they so-called lying about a relationship that you ain't even supposed to be involved in, and so therefore that makes you want to go all the way into her past, look at her past engagement. What the fuck does this have to do with you, Marie? I would never do no shit like this to my friend. Somebody that I once considered a friend, somebody that I think is my friend. I wouldn't even do this to a fucking associate, because if it's your associate, I really don't give a damn about you like that, because we're not friends. We're just in each other's space because we have to work together. But for you to go she told this shit to Akeisha. That's who she was telling it to. But for you to go into this deep investigating mode for Tamra. Now, see, remember last season, or the first season of last season, it was Letitia. Now you going in, or not Letitia, but it was Latrice that she set her eyes on. Now it's Tamra, okay? And it's like, we have yet to see your ass do any fucking work in your fucking facilities that you say that you own and make millions of dollars out of. You have a good story behind that, but yet you decide to use your storyline to be on here to be a fucking bully, to be a fucking villain. Mind you, you told the therapist that you used to go to school and you used to get bullied and shit. So now what we're seeing is we're seeing the bully becoming the bully. The bully to becoming the bully, okay? You attacking Tamra and her relationship or whatever as if it's that big of a deal, and it is literally affecting your life. How? Is it stopping you from breathing? Is it stopping you from eating? Obviously not. Is it stopping you from sleeping? Obviously not. Is it stopping your business? Obviously not. But yet you gonna sit here and tell her that you listening to what this man said, and he showed the records and the reports, and this port was dropped and this record was dropped and this was filed and this was dropped and all this stuff, and I'm sitting here like, oh my God, do you not understand how male identified you are being right now? Do you not understand the levels of misogyny that you are displaying right now? You are literally putting this woman's life at risk by digging her past, talking to somebody that she obviously she didn't even bring up on the show like that. Okay? And even when she was talking to Marie, she didn't even bother to say his name. But you bringing it up, having a cause of conflict, to use a part of your storyline to put her on blast for what? Why are you being this vindictive and why are you being this hateful? And I swear to God, Tamra, after this, I would never speak to this bitch again. Okay? I would never speak to this bitch again. You know, Tamra said, this man was arrested in 2019 for trying to get to me. He caught another charge in 2020. Nothing was dropped. That was a lie. I haven't spoken to this man in years. It's getting beyond obsessed at this point and scary. Somebody said she could have very well have opened the door for an abuser to have access to this woman's life. And now they're saying that they refuse to watch the show anymore. Listen, Marie, you did some hateful, vile shit, okay? And the fact that you don't understand and you were still trying to argue with her when Tamra said, I'm about to leave, I ain't got time to sit here for this, and then gonna say something. I'm just going by what was said. Do you not know how abusers work? I don't even know this person, but if she telling us that something was going on to the point where this man was stalking her, popping up at events that she did not, invite him to, and then you trying to say, well, he be kicking it with your family and kicking it with you or whatever, and she literally just told you, no, if we had an event and he was there, he popped up uninvited because he's stalking her. He's obsessed with her. She got orders of protection against him. Oh, that dropped. She said nothing ever dropped. I'm going to believe her over somebody else that I have not seen, and we know how this shit is. You should know that when people are abusing and being narcissistic or whatever, they're going to try to manipulate other parties that's close to people or whatever to make it seem like the person that's, filing stuff against them and calling them this or whatever, trying to make it seem like they're the really fucked up person to cover their ass. We've seen that time and time again. And for you to sit your ass up here and then to get upset and be like, I think that's totally unnecessary for her to leave and to act like she did. Marie, you really are miserable. You really are miserable. And I have never seen something like this. Like, you really, It's supposed to be, y'all keep on talking about this is sisterhood. Ain't no fucking sisterhood. Because I wouldn't do this to my sister. Even if I was so fucking pissed off at my friend for whatever reason, I would not do this to my sister. You literally trying to put this woman's life in danger. And if the reunion shows up and this is not addressed, Carlos, you's a weak bitch too, okay? Listen, I've been on Carlos' ass for a while. Because y'all already know how I feel. Don't be talking about another franchise show and you can't even talk about the people on your own shows, okay? Because we have yet to hear anything about this Martell situation with this revenge porn shit. You have yet to say anything because I ain't seen nothing. Now that I was looking, but I have yet to heard it because nobody put that shit on Twitter. They would have put it on Twitter and blasted it all over, okay? But listen, you better call this hoe out because this is wrong as shit, what she did. Just fucking miserable. I see why I don't want to say that. I was about to say I see why your mama left, but that's not right. Them drugs got to your mama, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna get that to you. But again, who gives a fuck? Bitch, go get you some pussy. Y'all, when she was sitting there with Akeisha, and Akeisha was like, I just wait for my man. Oh my God, sexually frustrated. She was like, I just have to use my hand. And she said, I just have to use my hand, girl. And Marie gonna say, you do that? I said, what the fuck, Marie? Marie was all into it. I said, bitch, you want to do it for it anyway. Moving the fuck along. See, this is why you will never get fucking respect from a lot of us. Because as soon as we think that we okay with your ass for a minute, you will come through and you will do some evil ass shit like this. This is low, okay? Oh, Selena, that's low. Oh, with your black ass gum and your knot ass knees. Bitch, bring back R&B divas. Because that's, woo, that was something. But anyway, it's time for me to get the fuck off of here. I will see y'all later. All right, probably later on tonight. Peace, y'all.